Hello everyone, this is Kuroda giving you a game in a shoutcast, Game 3 in a best of 3 series between Acers, Bly, and Lucifron. Lucifron spawning as the blue Terran player here on the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Acers, Bly spawning as the red Zerg. A couple of things I do want to say. Apparently I had a couple brownouts while I was trying to cast this game, so this isn't the first time I've seen this game. At least not the first portion of the game. And secondly, I am in the hobby room, so to speak, and right behind me is Honey, who is currently making Arya a Halloween costume. So if you hear sewing in the background, well, that's because there is sewing in the background. And more importantly, if you're like, you know what, I don't want to hear sewing in the background, well, maybe one day I'll have 150,000 views per video, and then I can afford a bigger house with more rooms in it. Anyways, Lucifron coming out with a very early SCV scout, and by the looks of this, it looks like it is going to be that double 2-rack strategy that he tried in Game 1. Now, after coming off of Game 2 where he was very successful getting into the late game, I am surprised that Lucifron is still going for this double rack strategy. You can see no SCVs are being trained, a lot of minerals are getting geared up, and what is this? Bly is already coming over with a drone, and it looks like this will simply just get scouted out. Now, what is Bly's response going to be? Bly will most likely pull off a couple drones. Yes, there we are. 2 more drones now making their way over. And with those 2 additional drones, I do believe that Lucifron will be forced to cancel this proxy barracks. There you can see 3 drones now coming in. Lucifron most likely is going to try to slip away. Yes, able to get away there. And now all this SCV is really going to do is do a little bit of scouting. Now, so far, the drone is going to be coming in, Lucifron coming in right behind, and it will take a look around the map and spot that there is a spawning pool. However, problem for Lucifron, he's already down to 5 hit points. Where is he going to go? What's going to be happening to him? Oh, a little bit of a juke. No, the drone finally able to get a final claw attack there, and there is that critical damage. Now, once again, we see Lucifron establishing a command center outside his main base. You really gotta play Terran to its fullest advantages if you are going to be trying to do a 2-rack strategy like that. Bly pretty much knows. Bly knows that he is slightly ahead because of because of the cancellation on the barracks there. So what we're most likely going to see is perhaps some early units coming out already. Zerglings and Queen coming out. You can see 6 Zerglings already making their way in. And I think if Lucifron had simply lifted up or built a command center here with the barracks here, he would have a very, very effective wall-off. And that wall-off would prevent any Zerglings from making their way inside. Also, Lucifron would be able to train up SCVs and then rally them down, as we also see Lucifron going into some early gas. Alright, Roach Warren now being established. Alright. Oh my goodness, what's going on? My apologies, my computer did have a brownout, so it did reset a couple times. There we go, coming back in. And now the SCV going to be heading down the ramp. Zerglings going to be heading up the ramp here, and 5 Zerglings are going to make their way inside. This is not good news at all, as the barracks may take a lot of damage. SCV is able to slip by here. SCV is all going to work together to try to fight off the swarm. The Zerglings are backing away. Orbital command already being upgraded, as 1 Marine is sitting on the ramp here. Is it going to be enough? 1 Marine sitting here. What is going to do? The Zerglings are simply just going to walk back up, and Bly is just playing this very well. No orbital command here inside the main, as the SCVs are all trying to fight back. It looks like the SCVs were able to be pushed back here just a moment. Looks like 1 SCV or 2 SCVs may get taken down. What is happening? 1 Marine just simply standing guard, not doing anything. And this is not looking good for Lucifron. So after a very long macro Game 1, or Game 2, it is now coming down to a micro war in Game 2. This is definitely not going to go well at all, especially with 6 more roaches coming in from behind. No need to really get gas at this point. You need to deal with the current present threat, as the Zerglings are still dancing and splitting up. It looks as though the roaches are now making their way into play. You can see a factory now being established as well. The Marines going to be shooting off at those Zerglings, going to take down some of those Zerglings. Yes, 1 Zergling does go down. A 2nd Zergling gets taken down, but without a bunker, things are going to go from bad to worse. Alright, SCV is now trying to make their way up onto the high ground. I think if Lucifron sees those roaches, he just may tap out, knowing that 4 Marines are not going to do anything to 4 roaches. And here we go. Marines, there you go. There is the GG. And a very, very short game here on Entombed Valley, a long Game 2, and a very short Game 1 and Game 3 due to mismanagement by Lucifron. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.